Good afternoon to all. In the previous lab session, we discussed regarding your practical 2, that is, you have to fetch the data from any website. And I told you that when you come in next lab session, you complete that entire application and you have to first show me your output. So everybody done with this practical 2? Yes or no? Okay, what is the other status for other students? Okay, Jamin is done. Shubham is done. What about the others?
मैम
Yes, Shubham.
मैम मैंने आपने वो जो लिंक भेजी थी उसमें से एक का ही किया है, सबका नहीं किया है।
कोई बात नहीं, दैट्स फाइन। कोई भी एक का ही करना है, डोंट वरी। What about the other students? Why Uttam, Nimish, you didn't did these things? Because I already provide you the structure in the previous lab session. And already 1 week is passed. Still you don't did this thing. What is the reason? Okay, you were absent in the last lab session. Okay, then what about the Nimish? Because you have to submit it like before Thursday. I will arrange and create a classroom for that and you just upload there. So make sure that you do this thing before Thursday. That is the last deadline for this. Let me check your classroom just a second. And the students who already done with this practical, you just ready your application. I just want to see your code and your output. Okay, so I'm giving 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, 9th October, that is the due date for this entire practical too. That is the Friday. Okay, you have still 2 days to complete it. Make sure upload it into the PDF format. And just I want to check everybody completed. Okay, just pass this information to Amir and Dhruvin that they have to complete practical 1 as well as practical 2. I will also forward the mail to them because they are not attending the lectures. Okay. Shubham, can you present your code as well as your output?
यस मैम 2 मिनट कैन यू
Okay,
गिव स्टार्ट करने के लिए।
okay, fine. No problem. I'm giving 2 minutes. Everybody ready with your code. And whatever you did in the last lab session, that code must be there. So when I ask you, don't say I don't do anything because structure is already provided to you in the previous lab session. And in this lab session, we start with the practical 3, where we are using API. One that API that we will use that is regarding the cricket. Another API that we will use that is the weather. If time permit, or maybe in the next lab session, we go ahead with the stock market and other API. Okay. So that way we move ahead in this lab session. But in this lab session, everybody have to present your screen and show me your output. So arrange laptop, start your laptop.
My screen is visible, ma'am?
Yes, your screen is visible.
This
Okay.
is my output, my project output.
Okay, go to the code part.
Yes, this is the code part.
Okay. I just want to ask you one question. In your entire pattern, you are in somewhere you are writing it inside the small bracket. So how it different if you are not using small bracket and if you are using small bracket?
मैम कंडीशन होगी यहाँ पे, जो H2 और स्पेन के बीच में जो भी होगा ना वो ले लेगा, ये कंडीशन है मैम.
Okay, good. Whenever you have to fetch the data, at that time only you just use this small bracket. Otherwise, don't use it. Good. What is the meaning of last S? That
वो मैम पूरा स्लेश होगी, मतलब कि एक के पे ही रुक नहीं जाएगा, आगे आगे जाएगा, वो फेच करता रहेगा. पहली कंडीशन ट्रू हो गई यानी कि वो वहां पे रुक नहीं जाएगा.
okay, good. And it will use for the splitting purpose so that everything will be okay.
यस मैम. मैम मैम यहाँ पे एक एरर आ रही है. मैंने ये पूरा रेगुलर एक्सप्रेशन लिखा है,
Yes.
तो ये मैम मैच तो हो जा रहा है ना?
कहाँ पे एरर है? लव आजकल वाले टॉपिक पे वहां पे
नहीं
देख
मैम, एरर मैच सब कुछ हो गया है, लेकिन वो फेच नहीं हो रहा है डेटा. देखो मैम, जीरो मैच फाउंड आ रहा है. मैं नया, आपने वो दूसरी लिंक भेजी थी ना, उसमें मैं ट्राई कर रहा हूँ.
ओके, गो बैक टू व्यू पेज सोर्स. वो आप लिंक ओपन करो, उसका व्यू पेज सोर्स करो.
ये लो, देख लो मैम, यू पेज सोर्स करना पड़ेगा.
फाइंड आउट दी वर्ड. कंट्रोल एफ करके करो, अदरवाइज बहुत टाइम लगेगा उसमें.
ये रही मैम.
ओके, ये पूरा डिव लिया. ओके, कॉपी
यस
एंड
मैम.
पेस्ट इट देयर इन योर. ओके.
डन.
Okay. What happens, Shubham? Sometime if you are not getting it, so what you have to do, maybe space related issue is there. अगर क्या होगा, ये आपका टाइटल है, उसके बाद अगर एंटर होगा तो वो आपको कंसीडर करना होगा. सो आप एंटर के लिए स्लैश एन भी यूज कर सकते हो. अगर कोई स्पेस ज्यादा रहती है, कभी कभी क्या होता है, हमको नहीं पता होता है कि उसमें ज्यादा
की
स्पेस
स्पेस
है.
के लिए.
तो
यस
आप
मैम.
क्या करोगे, वहां पे उसके बीच में डॉट स्टार क्वेश्चन मार्क रख दोगे ताकि आपका पूरा पैटर्न मैच हो जाए. Okay,
ओके
that
मैम.
way you can go ahead.
ओके.
Okay,
ओके मैम, डन. मैम कोड तो दिखा दिया अब
okay, fine, good. इसकी पीडीएफ फाइल में कन्वर्ट करके अपलोड कर देना. फाइन.
तो. यस मैम.
Okay. What is the status of Avi? Are you there, Avi? Okay. Then have you try out? Why you not trying out with the other links? You first understand everything regarding we discussed for the last time. वो पार्ट आपको समझ में आ गया? ओके, एक बार देख लो कहाँ पे आपको दिक्कत आ रही है. ओके, एंड लेट मी नो. Okay, next is Darshita. Okay, can you present your code? Whatever you did. No problem, it is either half completed or full completed. Can you present it? Darshita. Okay. Next is Jimin. Present your screen.
मैम मैंने आपको लास्ट लैब में ही दिखा दिया था ना।
आपने दूसरा ट्राई किया?
हाँ मैंने मैम दूसरा ही ट्राई करके हमने, उसके अलावा मैंने दूसरा नहीं ट्राई किया, लेकिन मैंने जो वेबसाइट थी वो अलग डिफरेंट ट्राई की थी,
हाँ,
डिक्शनरी ली थी।
I remember. Okay, that's fine. Convert it into the PDF and just upload the within deadline. Okay,
ओके मैम।
fine. What about Uttam? What is your status, Uttam? Okay, Uttam, what you can do, I will provide you structure if you need, or you can either contact to your classmate also and just try out by yourself. If still you have doubt, you can ask me. Okay, so I'm giving you 1 week. So in between, you just understand every practical, that is the call operations, the how we can go ahead with that. Okay, and then let me know. That way you can go ahead. Fine. Okay, so make sure you follow the deadline and submit your practical one before the okay Uttam, before the Friday. If you need my help, then you can mail me anytime. Okay, so we are moving towards the third practical, that you have to create small application where you have to use the API. So there are lots of different APIs are there. If I'm saying that I want to fetch the data of cricket. So for the cricket also lots of APIs are there, and for each and every API the structure is totally different. So you have to go to the different websites of API, and you can read out the different documentation of it, like how if I want to fetch the current data, then what should I have to do? If I want to fetch the past data, then what should I have to do? Okay, so even for the cricket also lots of APIs or lots of websites are providing you the API key to you. Okay, so that is not necessary what I am doing in this lab session. You do same thing, you can use any other websites or some other content, you can fetch it out. Okay, but we did this discussion in the previous lab session, like we don't have to fetch the data from database. We just want to like show some real time data, like currently IPL is going on, so what is the today's match, what is the yesterday's match, and who will the winner team. Okay, so those kind of data if I want to fetch, then you have to use the API. Why we are using API? Because from scratch we don't have to start, already lots of code is available and already the developer made some of the APIs. We just integrate it in our application and we just go ahead with the display part. Okay, so what is the first application is, what we have to do, we are just taking a city from user type. Okay, from user,
મેમ રેસ્ટ એપીઆઈ નો જ યુઝ કરશે ને?
that is called the web service. We always confuse with the web service and the API. REST and SOAP is a web services, and your APIs is totally different thing. Web services means whenever you are some using some service of other people, and your all the web service become API, but your one API is not called the web service. That is the difference between that. If I'm saying that I'm using cricket API, that is not your web services. So web service is like a bunch of all the different things. You can use the different resources in that. Okay. So API is very small part of it. So if I'm taking the example of any of the framework, so for example, if you are using WordPress, so theme become your services, and from plugin that becomes your API. You are integrating it into your application. So whatever the REST and SOAP you are using, that is called your web services. Here we are only considering very small part of it, and from that we have to consider here as real time data. Are you getting my point, Shubham?
हाँ कि मैम देखो आपने क्रिकेट का बोला तो किसी ने क्रिकेट का जो एपीआई बनाया हम उसको एपीआई में लेंगे तो वो हमको डेटा डेटा जो हम लेंगे वो किस वेब सर्विस की मदद से लेंगे वो पूछ रहा हूँ।
Okay, for that you can use any, for each and every different for different APIs, different web services are there. If you want to use the REST, then it is also fine. Okay, but in for particular data, they are also giving the web services. Then why we are attaching it with the REST API and just fetching the data? Again, a question. Somewhat complex things we are doing, because they are providing us a cricket related web service, and as well as they are providing the some of the APIs to them also. Then why we are integrating it with the other APIs and other web services, right? So if you want to use it, then it is fine, but for each and every different API they are also providing some of the web services. So we don't have to consider it, we don't have to worry about it even. We just include very simple steps we have to follow to fetch the real-time data. Okay, we will discuss, if the time permit, in next session regarding the REST API and REST web services more specifically. Okay, but today's agenda is in your practical. There is they are mentioning that you have to fetch the sports related data, weather related data, stock market related data. So first we are focusing on that. If time permit, definitely we go ahead with the REST API, SOAP, and all this thing. Okay, fine. So in this particular application, what we do, we just take one city name from any of the user. So first we understand the things like how we can go ahead. Just I'm okay. So for weather, if you want to fetch the data of weather, then this open weather API is quite good, where you can collect the current weather. You can also collect the forecast information. Okay, so like for some of the thing, some of the feature is limited as a free, so we are just fetching the current weather data of particular city. So whenever you are using any of the API, they also providing you the documentation. You have to read documentation. Why? Because you don't know which steps they are following, which link they are, because we need the link. We have to work with the CURL, right? So we need the link. So from where we can get, so you have to read some documentation for each and every API. And this is different for every different website, for every different APIs. First thing, the first task that you have to create, go to the open weather map org website. You have to create account in it, and from that you get this API key. Whenever you are just login in this particular website, you get this API key, and this API key you have to use for your particular application. Why we are using this key? For the security purpose, nothing more than that. Okay, there are lots of general API keys are there, you can go for it. Okay, and here they are giving the, okay, more specifically I'm just going here, just a second. Okay, so these are the services they are providing, like they can give the current weather information as well as the forecast for the free plan. If you want more information, then you have to pay something for that. Okay, so we are not paying something, we are just going ahead with the demonstration part. So we are fetching the current data. Okay, So here you get the API key. When you log in here, you get the API key, and this API key that you have to copy it and you have to paste in your particular application. But what is the link of it? This is the API key. What is the link of it? So for the link, you have to read this documentation. You want the current weather data, right? So you have to go ahead with documentation part here. So as you can see here, you can collect the data by the city name. Here, as you can see here, this is the API call. Just this link will provide you entire details of this particular city. So quite easy task. If you are going with the rest, lots of steps you have to follow. That we will also see in the next lab session. So don't worry about it. I will give you the demo of it also. So here, link is already there. Here, city name. So what we do in our application, user can enter any name of city and that is passed here. API ID. API ID means your API key that you have to copy from this part, that my API key is there. Okay. So by city name, and here everywhere wherever the API key is there, you have to provide your API key. And you can search it out by city name, you can search it out by state code, but for this particular, like, you have to read documentation. Why? Because if you are providing state code, it will not give you the proper detail if you are providing the state code apart from the USA location. So for this particular API, they are providing state code only for the USA location. That's why we have to read this documentation. For even any of the API, you have to read some of the documentation part. Okay. So if you want to give the USA location, then state code is allowed. Otherwise, state code is not allowed for other countries. Okay. They are also giving a different parameter, Q, that is compulsory required. Q is equals to, after question mark, we are always providing the parameter, right? So Q means your city name that you have to compulsory required format. Either you can only give the city name, you can also give city name plus state code, you can also give city name plus state code plus country code. Okay. After that, API ID is there that you will find from this API key tab that is here. Okay. Mode, that is optional part. Mode means your response format. So generally, the whatever the format of, whenever you fetch the data from any API, you get the data in JSON format. But whenever you have to print it, JSON format, you have to convert it into the PHP object, right? So how we can convert it, that we will see. So all the data is in the JSON format. Units is again a measurement, or the units of measurement, that is optional part, and we are not focusing on unit part. You can also, in some of the API, you will see the longitude and longitude, right? That is the, for each and every page, two parameter is there. Longitude and longitude you have to do give, right? So from that, if I'm seeing here Rajkot, okay. So as you can see here in some of the other website, if you are referring, so there you have to provide the this two information. So depending on different API, the information will be changed. This detail you have to give regarding the coordinates part. But in this, the main benefit of this particular is, if I'm providing the name of any city, it will give me the entire data. Okay. Okay, how you can use this API call? So you have to just copy this thing, entire thing, and just use this URL in your particular application. If you want to search it by city ID, then you have to download this thing. So what happen if you want to go ahead with the city ID, then some of the ID is given. So like these all are the different zip file. I'm just downloading one, and I just want to show you what details they are giving and how the data is fetched. Okay, one I already downloaded in my desktop. Okay, just I'm opening it into the notepad. Okay, so as you can see here, you can see the ID, like different IDs are there, name, then state, then like as you can see here, these all are the different name of different cities there. So if I'm seeing here Ahmedabad, so what happened? The Ahmedabad longitude and latitude information. So that coordinator you have to provide here, country as well as ID. So if you are working with the city ID, you have to copy this ID from this file, and then after here in city ID, instead of this place, you have to just paste it. That's it. And API key is same for it. But what is the disadvantage of by going ahead with the city ID? What happen? Like if I'm going with the Ahmedabad, that is fine. But if I'm going with the Rajkot, I don't find the ID for it. So that become a disadvantage. You have to check it out, like which country and which state is involved in this particular file or not. So better you go ahead with the name rather than going ahead with the ID. Whatever the ID is present here, you can use it if you want. Okay, again, there are different options are there, and this way you have to use it. Okay, apart from that, if you don't want to provide any name, but what you have to do if you want to go ahead with the longitude and latitude part. So this way, just copy this link in the latitude part, whatever the latitude is there, you just paste there. In the longitude part, whatever the longitude for that particular place, you have to just copy and paste here. So by looking this documentation, you get to know what are the different options are there. So if you want to go ahead with the zip code, you have to provide here the zip code, and make sure you have to check it out all the different options for that. Like here I'm providing the zip code, but zip code and the state code is always uh, helpful if you are searching and gathering the information for USA location. Okay, if you want current weather data, cities with the rectangle zones, so you have to give this kind of box. So that is again different feature of this. So each and every have a different feature, and you just read out how to use this. And if you want to provide like 2 to 3 different cities are there, like Ahmedabad, Rajkot, as well as Baroda is there, right? So if I want this 3 different data, then what I have to do, I just use comma and place the ID of it. So I can get the several city weather also. Okay, so as you can see here, this is the response you get from this API. We will see in our case also. So it is look like this, and it is in the JSON format. So just a second. So here coordination are giving. If you are not even giving the coordinator, they then also they will fetch it out automatically, and they will provide you here. Weather is there, like it is clear. Description is also providing. Then after the temperature, minimum temperature, maximum temperature, wind speed, then the entire time zone, name of that particular city, as well as the code of it, sunrise, sunset. This is a timestamp. They are not giving here the time actual, but they are giving the timestamp calculation of it, and then after they are providing. So this is the response from your particular API call. And if you don't understand any of the field, the description of each and everything is given here, so that you don't have to worry about it. Like if you want a pressure related information, humidity related information, you will get to know. If you want the internal system parameter like sunrise time, sunset time, okay, so these all are the internal parameter you have to set. Fine. So first what you have to do, you just create one text box that is look like this, like city name. So you can enter the city there, and then after one submit button is there. After submitting, you get the details of that particular city. So just first create that form. Only one field is there, that is the city, and submit button. I'm giving 5 minutes. 5 minutes is sufficient for you.
मैम यही एक करना है कि आप और भी एक ऐसा एपीआई वाला करना है प्रोजेक्ट?
Currently, I'm just giving the demo of this. You can use it any, but for that you have to read out all the documentation part. So that is up to you. For the weather, if you want to you want to use this API, then also it is fine. There are lots of other applications are there, but each and every application has some, or API has some advantages, some disadvantages. Like in our case, what happened, if we want to go ahead with the zip code, then it is also only allow for the USA location, so that becomes a disadvantage. Okay, same way in other websites also, some of the disadvantage are there. So we are going for the demo part. You can use any of the weather API. That is up to you. Okay. So whenever you go with the new API, you have to first read the entire documentation, then go ahead with that. Fine. I'm not saying that you only use this website only. There are lots of websites are there. You can take any of it. But make sure at least whatever the data you are fetching, it should be correct. And you understand first API details in detail. Otherwise, whenever you print out your JSON format, then just filtering out the data from that becomes somewhat difficult. So what is the response you get from that API that you have to understand properly? Okay. So in our application, we just go ahead with just write down the name of any of this entire city and just submit it. As you submit, you get the current weather information from that particular city. So for that, we required one form. So the first task is we have to create a form for it. Just a second. And tell me in your lecture which topic is going on. Which topic is going on in your lecture? Shubham? Are you there, Shubham?
यस मैम, लेक्चर अटेंड नहीं करतो मैं એટલા બધા.
कोई नहीं
आइडिया
करता?
आइडिया નથી એટલો બધો.
Okay, fine. Yes, chapter 3 started, but I just want to know like which topic you reach, like installation.
ઇન્સ્ટોલેશન કમ્પ્લીટ થઈ ગયું છે મેમ, મેં જ્યારે અટેન્ડ કર્યો હતો ત્યારે.
Okay, fine.
આ વીકમાં મેં અટેન્ડ નહીં કર્યો તો આઈડિયા નથી.
Okay, fine. Okay, Nemish. Fine, create the form. Simple task. Go ahead with the other part. I'm presenting my screen. Just a second. Okay. So it does look like this. You create this entire form. I just put hash in the action part because I want to print the data in that particular page. Here I am just using method get. Why? Why I'm just using get method instead of post? Can anybody tell me why can I use here post?
નો મેમ પોસ્ટ નું તો તો ના કરી શકી ગેટ જ કરી શકે કારણ કે આપણે ડેટા ફેચ કરી છે પોસ્ટ
Good.
ડેટા અપલોડ કરતા હોય ત્યારે યુઝ કરવાનો
Good, good. Okay, because you are fetching the data from API. Whatever the API is here, they are providing some of the data. They have some of the data and you are fetching it. So that's why compulsory you have to use here a method as a get, not post. Okay. In the previous practical, we are using post because we are submitting some of the data and we are just going ahead with the validation part. That's why we are putting their post. But here we are not doing, we are just getting data. That's why we are using the get method. Okay. So when I am using get, so just second. Okay. Give me 1 minute. Okay, it is look like this. Fine. So whenever I'm just write down the city name, it will, when I submit it, it will display me. अभी कुछ नहीं हो रहा है because अभी अपने कुछ लिखा ही नहीं है. So that is my application. Like whatever I write here, according to that data will be fetched here. Fine. So when I write something here, where my data store? When, because I have to fetch this city name, right? So that name is stored where? In which variable?
આપણે સબમિટમાં આપણે ઇઝ સેટ કરીને કરી નાખીએ અને સબમિટ ના પછી આપણે સબમિટ બટન ઉપર કરશે ત્યારે આપણે સિટીની વેલ્યુ એક વેરિયેબલમાં સ્ટોર કરી નાખીએ અને પછી આપણે ફેચ કરી નાખીએ ઓલો એપીઆઈ નો ડેટા ઈ વેલ્યુથી ફેચ કરી નાખીએ.
Okay, that is fine. That is again other way that we can go ahead, like number of steps are more, but directly you can get that data. Whatever you write here, you can directly get the data using, we discussed this thing, $_get global array. We use this thing $_post in the previous, just a second. Okay, in post, whatever we did in the previous lab session, there we are using $_post global array, right? So whenever we are posting data, that will store in that global array. So here also, whatever you write here, that you can get it from easily from this $_get global array. So that is very quite simple. So as the Shubham say, we have to first check like the submit button is set or not. Okay, so I'm just here writing the PHP code. So first condition is I have to check it out if and is set function is used to check it out, like whatever my submit button is pressed. Rather than going with the submit button press or not, what we have to do, this user at least write some here, at least some valid. Here we are not going for the validation part, so you can do this thing in your application because we did this thing in practical too. But here valid name, that consider the user is giving valid name. So we have to check like the user is giving here some value or not. So it is set or not. So we are, rather than going with the submit part, we are going and checking that in the city appropriate value is given or not. So we are checking that is set and the value, and that is stored in this particular array, and that array is $_get. Okay, and then I have to pass the city. Why I pass city? Because here I am providing name as a city here. Okay. If this city is set, then I have to go ahead and fetching the data of it. Okay. Now what happened? Like user are giving input, so we don't know either they are giving the appropriate input or not, because in your particular I already give you that JSON file for different city ID, right? So where they are only matching like Rajkot, Ahmedabad. If unnecessary space after and between are there, that it will not match it out, and your data will not fetch it out in some of the case. Okay, so what you have to do, you have to trim all the unnecessary data. You want to trim all the different white spaces. I can write this way also here, like I'm just providing the space, and then after write the name of my city. That way I can go it. So if any unnecessary space related issue is there, we can solve it by using the trim function, right? So what I do, I'm just getting this value and storing in this particular city so that I can use it in this part. So as per the Shubham saying that we have to store it in some variable, right? So I'm just using here a trim function so that unnecessary space can be removed, and then after I just get that value. Okay, so whatever the unnecessary space is there, it is removed and it is stored successfully in my city variable. Now the city variable I have to use. Okay, so as per our curl steps, first we have to go ahead with the initialization, then after we have to go ahead with the URL part, execution part, and setting of some options. Yes, yes.
આપણે રાજકોટની જગ્યાએ અડધું નેમ લખીને પણ હું હાફ નેમ લખીને પણ સબમિટ કરી નાખું તો એરર આવશે ને લાઈક
Yes. For that, what you can do, validation part you can put. Like you just give the, like in city name, this kind of issue will be there. So instead of that, you can use the ID also. Okay, like ID is there, so we don't require those things. So that way is again another option. Apart from city name, state code, but that is always used for the only USA location. So you just put the validation here that proper proper city name must be provided. Then and then they will get the information. Or you what you can do, you just provide a drop down here. If they are selecting Rajkot, okay, submit.
હા
Then
ઈ જ વિચારતો હતો ડ્રોપ ડાઉન મૂકી દે એમાં બધા સિટીનો ડેટા આપણને આપેલો જ
okay.
છે already.
Yes, yes, that way you can also proceed. It is totally your own application. I'm just giving you the demo part, how and provide you the steps and structure. That is up to you. You can add more data. You can just change the look and feel of entire application. That is up to you. Okay, fine. So after this, we need a URL. So from where we get that URL? So here, from here, you get that URL. So I'm just using this the city name. ये वाला API call I want
મેમ
to use. Yes.
મેમ મેમ હું રિએક્ટ નો યુઝ કરી નાખું ને એઝ અ બેકએન્ડ હું PHP નો યુઝ કરીને એપ્લિકેશન બનાવી શકું
All you can do, that is up to you. This is a very small demo of it. You can use it in very large domain. This is very small. Like whenever we see the website, we are using the API. Any website have a Google map. So what is it? We are just fetching the data according to our coordinator. If you are working in any framework, what you do, you just include the Google Map API. You just place the longitude and longitude values there. You just place your ID, or we can say API key there. Okay, and then everything will be displayed completely. That is the use of API, and it is very small demonstration of that in real time. Are you getting my point, Shubham?
યસ મેમ
Okay, just a second. So three different API call is there according to your application and your requirement. you can use it. I'm using this API call. Okay, so I'm just copying that API call and pasting here. So like in one variable, and then after I'm just pasting it. Now what I have to do, I have to change the city name. So what is the city name? That is stored here in my city $city variable, because I'm getting it from my customer. Okay, so it is stored here. So instead of this, wherever the curly bracket is there, you have to change their value. Okay, and you already know that we cannot include the dynamic variable inside the double inverted comma. So just I place that. Next, inside the API app ID, you have to give the API key. And for the more conveniency, what you can do, you can also include here the entire like country, like for India, IN is there, for US is there, UK, Australia, AU, that kind of areas you can use it in your particular thing. Okay, that is up to you. Now I have to go ahead with the API key. So I will find here in my particular website. Your API key is also different. I'm just copying it, pasting here. Okay. And this become my API call, where I'm providing my city, and then after I'm providing my key also. You have to give here your own key. That is the steps. Fine. Okay. Next, we have whatever the procedure we follow in the previous practical, that procedure we have to follow. First step, we have to initialize our curve. So we are initializing it. After that, we are just going ahead with the checking part if call is set or not. So I'm using here. You can also print the error also. That is up to you. Like this $call is set or not. If it is not set, then die function is used to just come out from your entire API call and not initialize. Okay, so this is for the error handling part, so that we get to know API call is working and initialization of call is working well or not. After that, what you have to do, we have to go ahead with the setting of our option. So same here, set of function is used. Different options are there. One, that you have to pass the first call handle, then after URL, right? So for that, which option is used? If I want to pass the URL, then what is the name of that option? अभी आफ्टर सिटी एप आईडी इज देयर, उसके बाद आपको कहाँ पे जाना है, आपने जहाँ पे क्रिएट किया होगा, लाइक दिस इज द वेबसाइट. सो यहाँ पे आपको लॉग इन करना होगा ओपन वेदर मैप .org में. वहां पे आपके अकाउंट में जाएंगे तो उसमें आपको ये एपीआई की मिलेगी. वो एपीआई की आपको यहाँ से कॉपी करनी है और वो एपीआई आईडी इज इक्वल्स टू के बाद में जो है वहां पे पेस्ट करनी है. ओके और डिफरेंट पर्सन के लिए ये एपीआई की डिफरेंट होगी. ओके नाउ टेल मी व्हेनेवर आई सेट द ऑप्शन, और अगर आपको ऐसा नहीं पता चलता तो आप क्या करोगे, आप यहाँ पे जाना, जस्ट अ सेकेंड, जहां पे ये कर्ली ब्रैकेट है, that means you have to change only that part. Okay, like here city name, so you have to change this part only, otherwise everything will be same. And after equals to, here you have to change the key. That's it. So आपको ये भी पता चल जाएगा कौन सा पार्ट आपको चेंज करना है. Okay, now tell me, I want to set this URL in my call, then what option I have to provide here? this thing we did in the previous lab session. Which call option is used to set your URL?
Header.
Header? No.
Oh, ma'am, curl URL.
Yes.
Curl
Oh,
LO.
yes, good. That is the option that you have to set. Okay. And this URL variable you can get here as a value. So which option? That is the curl opt underscore, sorry, underscore URL. This option is used for setting the URL. ओके और ये URL आपको यहाँ पे पास करना होगा जो भी आपका API कॉल है that you have to pass here. Fine, that is our second step to setting out the different option. Now what happened? Like after setting the URL, you are retrieving some of the data, right? So there must be some option so that you can retrieve the data. So which is the option that will you have to enable so that you can easily return the data? जब भी मैं अपना कॉल करती हूँ इस यूआरएल से तब कुछ डेटा रिटर्न होगा तो उसके लिए
Return transfer.
yes good that option I have to provide here that is the collab return transfer and it should be true. If you want to fetch that data and if you want to display those data then you have to go ahead with the true part. Okay, whenever you're working with the API or whenever you're working with the websites, another options that you have to select and set that is regarding to the security. So what are the two different options that you have to set so that you can bypass the security and authentication steps? These are the important options that you at least remember. कौन सा ऑप्शन था जहाँ पे हम चेक करते थे कि आपका जो वैलिड सर्टिफिकेट है वो वैलिडेट है कि नहीं, आपका जो होस्ट है वो वैलिडेट है कि नहीं? सो अगर मैं HTTPS यूज करती हूँ वेबसाइट में तो वो वैलिडेट करना ही पड़ेगा. सो हाउ आई कैन बाईपास दोज वेरिफिकेशन एंड वैलिडेशन पार्ट? For that we have to give the specific option here. So which is that option? Very good. Very good, Avi. That is the curl opt underscore SSL underscore verify peer. One is a peer and I have to give here false value. Why false value? Because I don't want to check the certificate. If I'm checking the certificate, then definitely in my particular API, I don't know about the certificate. In any of the website, I don't know about the certificate. What is the host name? That also I don't know. So how I can go ahead with the verification part? So I just want to just bypass this entire steps and ignore this entire verification part. So that's why I'm here using the verify as a false. Another is call opt underscore SSL verify host is there. One is a verify peer, another is verify host. And here also you have to go ahead with the false part. Okay. We did this discussion. What is the difference between verify peer and verify host? What is the difference between these two options? Okay, remember this thing. Verify peer means it is validating your certificate. Whatever the CA or central authority, that is always assigning you a certificate, like either you are valid or not, this website is valid or not. Okay, so that certificate is valid or not, that is always checked by this option, that is verify peer, if you are providing true value then. And verify host means in each and every certificate there is always host name is assigned, like is this particular certificate is valid for this particular name or this particular host. So are this verification is match or not, whatever the request come from any host and whatever the certificate is there, is it matching with both the host or not. So that is called the verify host. So आपके जो सर्टिफिकेट में नाम है वो आपको ही रिप्रेजेंट करता है या किसी और पर्सन को, बिकॉज काफी नाम होते हैं, सरनेम भी सेम होते हैं. ओके, सो वो चेक करता है वेरीफाई होस्ट, और आपका वैलिडेट जो सर्टिफिकेट है वो वैलिडेट है कि नहीं. तो हर एक सर्टिफिकेट का सीरियल नंबर होता है, उस सीरियल नंबर पे से आपको पता चलेगा कि ये सर्टिफिकेट वैलिड है, कोई फेक सर्टिफिकेट नहीं है. सो ये बोथ चीज अगर आपको ऑमिट करनी है then you can give it as a false. After setting the option, we have to go ahead with the execution part. So I'm storing it into this. And here I have to provide the enter. Okay. So my data will be stored into the result format. And then after I have to close my entire column. ओके, ये था आपका पूरा का पूरा कॉल पार्ट. अब आपको क्या करना है, जो भी एपीआई में से डेटा आया उसको आपको फेच करना है और उसको डिस्प्ले कराना है. नाउ व्हेनेवर यू फेच द डेटा फ्रॉम एपीआई, it is always on the JSON format. So remember this thing, whenever you call any API, your data always, most of the API are using this response as a JSON. So your data is in JSON format. You have to convert it into the PHP form and PHP object like array form. So how you can convert it? So for that, one function is used, that is a JSON underscore decode function. This function you can use it to decode or convert your JSON object into the PHP object. Okay, my data is stored in this result. So I'm just providing here $result, and here another parameter you have to pass, that is a true. Are you want to convert this entire thing into the PHP object or not? So that's why I'm providing here a true. And I'm storing it into my another variable, that is my data. So as you can see here, it will convert it into the array form. And now just we are going ahead with the printing part. We just go ahead with the see how your data look like. Okay. Okay, so if I'm here providing, okay, so for example, it is running again and again. Okay, so as you can see here, the entire details are coming in this way, but this is not under stable format, right? As you can see here, for the Raj code, longitude and longitude, whatever the value is there, that is same, like 70 and 22, 70 and 22. For different city, it will be changed. Okay, so your data is coming like this. Now you only want some of the information from this, not this entire detail. I just only want the weather information, then temperature information, then wind information, and name of my city. That's it. I only want this data. Now, this part is clear to you. Okay, is it clear till now? Any doubt is there, everybody? Clear, everybody? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What about other students? Okay, this part is clear. Now, you have to only fetch the data of weather, wind, speed. In wind also speed is there. In name of that particular city as well as the weather, main or description of it. So printing part, I'm just giving you 5 to 10 minutes how you can go ahead, because here like lots of array are there, and to display proper information is again challenge. Whenever you are using API, you have to think lots of things, like there are one array is there, again nested array, again in that some of the case 3 layers of array are there. We can say it is a multi-dimensional array. So how you display this information? Think about it. First, only think about weather. I want only weather information, only like this part, main and description part. So how I can display only this part? Yes,
एरे ऑफ वन में ही स्टोर होगा या फिर उसकी वैल्यू एरे ऑफ वेदर है तो हम एरे ऑफ वेदर प्रिंट करेंगे तो वो पूरा वेदर का ही प्रिंट होगा.
वही तो चैलेंज है, वही तो आपको करना है. If I are going with the weather, all the data will be there. So you have to use some nested conditions here. Like you just use this different index particularly. So give me the entire sentence echo part that will display only this information like clouds and the scatter clouds. What I have to write here? What you say that I will write here, and we will see like your data is displayed or not. I want only this. First we go ahead with the main part, then we go ahead with the description part. Okay. So tell me the sentence what I have to write here.
डॉलर डेटा
Okay. Then
ब्रैकेट
okay.
वेदर इन ब्रैकेट वेदर.
Weather.
यस
Okay.
यस
That's it. Fine.
यस यस मैम.
Okay. You always get this kind of error. Just a second. Array to string conversion. It will not display you. Change your string here.
तो मैम स्ट्रिंग में कन्वर्ट कर दो.
How I can? That is the not meaning of this notice. ये क्या बोल रहा है?
ओके ओके मैम अंडरस्टैंड. आप मैम उसकी फॉर ईच लूप चलाओ डॉलर डेटा की.
ओके, उससे क्या होगा? ये तो ओनली एक ही इंडेक्स है, ये पूरा एक ही एरे है, उसमें से मुझे वेदर में जाना है और उसमें भी एक ही इंडेक्स है लाइक 0. तो लूप चलाने का तो कोई फायदा ही नहीं है ना, क्योंकि वो 0 इंडेक्स ही है, तो वो तो एक ही हुआ ना.
तो मैम 0 इंडेक्स में मैम आईडी आप प्रिंट कर सकते हो. 2D हो गया ना, एरे के अंदर एरे है लाइक.
आप बताओ ऐसा मैं लिखूंगी. आपको ही करना है, ये पार्ट आपको करना है. एवरीबॉडी
वेदर उसके
वन बाय वन. जस्ट अ सेकेंड. Okay, just go ahead with the Jamin first.
મેમ વેધર પછી પાછું બ્રેકેટ અને એમાં 0
Okay,
અને પાછું બ્રેકેટ
બ્રેકેટ
ને એમાં જે ઓલું મેઇન ડેટાની જે હતું ને નામ
okay, रुको मैं यहाँ पे आपको दिखाती
मैम
हूँ.
ब्रैकेट करो 0 करो
मेन
हाँ मैम
और
बस हाँ मैम
डिस्क्रिप्शन
Description. Either go ahead with the mean. Okay, this way. Okay, done.
यस
Good. Just a second. Okay. Good. Are you getting my point? Whenever you fetch the data, this way you have to go ahead, not directly like even in this is quite simple data because we are only going with the one state. In next program, I am giving you like lots of matches where we are fetching the cricket data, and there like 50 to 60 record are there where you have to more think about that how you can just go ahead and traverse the data. So as you can see here, whenever you work with the multi-dimensional, you have to give the proper index here, otherwise it will not display. Okay, so remember this thing, and same way you have to display the different details. So for simplicity purpose, just giving here a comment. Okay, what I have to just print first. First, I'm going with the like my name, that is Rajkot. So where it is stored? Where it is stored? Just check it out. Okay, here. Name is here. Okay. So I have to store there. So here echo. I'm just saying here H1 tag. Okay. In H1 tag, I'm just going ahead with the printing of my entire city name. That is the data. And check it out. You have to traverse to this part. Okay. And that is the name. After that, what I have to print, I have to go ahead with the weather information, right? So here, like I'm using here a p tag, another. You can use any of, you can apply CSS also, and you can change the look and feel of it. Okay. Weather. Weather. Okay. Then after it will give you here the weather information. Then after I have to go ahead with the description part. So what I can do here after this, I have to again go to the description part. Like this way you can go ahead. Description. That is up to you how you can display your data. But give the proper index. So weather is there. Then after for description, check it out. 0 index and description you have to give. So after that 0, and then after description is there. So even if you are here going ahead with the spelling mistake, your data will not fetch. So be precise in that part. Okay, after weather, p tag I have to close there. Okay, after I have to go ahead with the temperature part. Okay, like this. Temperature. So where it is stored? Check out about temperature. Okay, so tell me the index for the temperature. I want to fetch this data. So first I have to go into main and then after temperature. So this way you have to traverse also. Okay, dollar data, then after main in the next part, the TMMP. Okay. Again, I want to go ahead with the minimum and maximum. So like minimum, that you have to go ahead with this path. Just a second. Okay, sorry for the inconvenience. For the minimum part, what you have to do, data, then after main, then after check it out here, like minimum temperature is stored where? Okay, it is stored in this temp underscore mean. Fine. So just place here. I want to also go ahead with the maximum part. So whatever data you want to go ahead, that data you have to display here. Okay, so this way you can also give the information regarding wind and as well as the different thing you can go ahead with that. Fine. Okay. So more specific, if you want to go ahead, then put proper space. Here I just forgot H1. Okay. So this way you can find out the different details regarding each and every different city. If I want to go ahead with the, okay, like smoke day is there, smoky day, temperature is there. Okay. So this way you can use this API, and for in your particular API, make sure not only you display this kind of thing, you just include most of the details, like whatever the details they are getting, all details you just go ahead with the printing part, and it look like very appropriate. You can create a div here, and you give the CSS so that it will look properly. Okay, so that is all about the weather API. Is there any doubt in this entire part? Any doubts still now? Clear about this? Yes or no? Okay, just complete this and then we go ahead with the Cricket API. Steps are quite same, but here when you print the data, that will change every time. This index will change every time. So you have to first print the entire data, whatever the data fetch from your API, and then after you have to think like how you want to display your data. That structure you have to first decide, and then after you have to print the data. Is it clear? Acknowledge me, everybody. Avi, Jamin, Jinesh. What about the other students? Okay, I'm giving 5 minutes. You complete this application. Then we go ahead with the next. And try out some different other parameter to print the value. Okay, Avi. If you want to zoom it out, then let me know. As you complete with this application, acknowledge me. Can you present your screen, Avi? Okay. Which type of error you are getting? Go back. Okay. Uh, Directly you submit everything, just again refresh it and name, weather. Okay, go back to your code. Just a second. Go back to error part. Okay, just Avi, what you do, whatever the printing part is there, you just first comment it out, that last three line, and just check it out like whatever the print underscore r function is displaying everything properly or not. So uncomment that two lines. Yes, again the previous line. Okay, now just go ahead, save it and ओके अभी आपने कुछ दिया नहीं, अब एंटर करो आप रिफ्रेश करके। ओके, नाउ गो टू द वेबसाइट in your API key. Okay, and just go to in your code. Have you properly, yes, that part, just do it again. डोंट गो अहेड विद द एग्जाम्पल, आप ऊपर जाओ, वहां पे आपको लिंक मिल जाएगी। ये तो एग्जाम्पल है इसलिए। No, that is not the issue. The data is not fetching from that API. That is the main issue is there. Go to the code part. Zoom it out.
मैम वो सिटी इज इक्वल टू है, उसके बाद डॉट आएगा ना?
Zoom it out. Yes. आपको क्या करना है, क्यू के बाद है ना, वो इज इक्वल्स टू आएगा, वो इक्वल्स टू आपको क्यू के बाद लगाना है। रुको, ये वाला कॉपी कर लो। आपने वो स्ट्रिंग ही चेंज कर दी है, इसलिए वो डेटा फेच नहीं हो रहा। ये पार्ट है ना, वो आप डॉट सिटी से पहले रख दो, फिर चेक करो। डन अभी? Okay, again present your screen. Go to the code part. Code part. सिटी के बाद वाला इक्वल्स टू निकाल दो, वहां पे आपको डॉट पुट करना है। ओके, सेव इट एंड चेक इट आउट। डन? Okay, good. The issue is that not fetching the data. That's the issue me. Okay, everybody done with this? Can we move ahead with the cricket data? Okay, fine. So for the cricket, like IPL is going on. Okay, Avi. I will mark present for Shubham. Tell them. Okay, I'm again presenting my screen. Okay, you know that for the weather we are using the Open Weather website. For cricket, we are using, there are lots of, as you can see here, if you're searching this thing, lots of APIs are there. And from that, you can use the Crick API. That is quite good. Okay, go to this website. Create an account in here. If you want to go ahead with, like, there are lots of information you will get to know. What are the current matches is going on? Okay, what are the winner matches till now? So those all details you will get to know from this Creek API. So just a second. Okay, so go to your member area. You can get here a key. Okay, when you log in that particular part, everywhere, whenever you use the API, you require the key, right? So for the cricket, you also require the key. So that is the key that you have to use. Next, these all are the different API. If you want to go ahead with the new matches API, then you have to use this entire API key. And those matches look like this. Every match has their own, like, tomorrow Mumbai Indians and Rajasthan Royals is there, right? And Mumbai Indians is winner, right? So 6-10, that is the yesterday match. So that is all giving the data of all the different matches. And what are the different other matches? You can see here, like, these all are the 6th October. These all are the 9th October. So what are the future matches are there, you can get it from here. Apart from that, if you want to get the old match history, then also you can go ahead with that. Okay. If you want to fetch the cricket score, live score, okay, so that thing you can do, but for that you want to provide a unique ID. And as you can click here, you will get this entire thing. So this link and this URL, you just have to change here, and then after accordingly you have to go ahead with the display part. Okay, if you want to go ahead with the player statistics, then different players ID are there. Okay, if you want to find the player, so like Tendulkar, Sachin Tendulkar is there, and the details of Sachin Tendulkar is there. If I'm going ahead with the Dhoni, okay, so if you want to search it with player, then also it is fine. You have to just copy this link and paste here. Okay, likewise you go ahead with that. Now in this particular application, what we do, we are going ahead with all the matches that are currently going on, like to yesterday as well as the in the previous next days, right? So that way we can go ahead. So what I have to do, I have to just copy this link. I'm just saving it. I'm just using save as. Okay, I have to remove this part because I'm directly going ahead with the. I'm not fetching any of the data from the users. You can do these things also. That is up to you. Just a second. I'm just doing some of the modification here. Okay, so this part is not there. First, you have to set the URL. Then after you have to go ahead with the initialization. You can go ahead with the error part. Okay. Then set option. All the details are same for this entire thing. Next is here you have to change the URL. So you just copy this URL and paste here because API ID or key is included here. So don't worry about it. So quite good API, that API key, as you can see here, this is my like HIQ, that is my key. It is appended it here. Okay. So I just want to print the data, like all the upcoming match, like team one versus team two, and who is the winner team. That data I have to display. So what I have to do, initialization part, then after you can also omit this part, directly go ahead with the setting the option. Okay. And execute the file. And last, close the connection. And here I'm just removing this echo part because it is not same as it is in the previous case. And I'm storing and converting. This part you have to do because conversion must be required. Always it is giving in the JSON format, so you have to convert it. And I'm just going ahead with the printing part. So what quite simple application. I use this link here and paste here. Now I'm just going ahead with the echo part. Sorry. As you can see here, you can see all the matches. Team 1, Team 2, as well as the toss winner team, match started or not. All the details as well as date detail is also there. So I have to print all these different matches that is either coming or maybe yesterday it is completed. So it is quite challenging task. Why? Because in the previous case, what we did, only one array is there. But here, as you can see here, inside matches, again 0, 1, 2, 3 means iterations are there. And how many iterations are there? That is a 52. You get to know, okay, 52 matches are there. Again, from that, you get to know like date and team 1, team 2, that is my required index. Okay, so have we go ahead with the printing part. So here definitely I'm just going ahead with the echo that upcoming matches, or we can say matches. Okay, now I have to, if I'm using here a for each loop, then what is the drawback of it? Like I don't know about the matches, and here your 0, 1, 2, 3 index is iteration, and again array is there. So three layer of array, that is a multi-dimensional array is here. So in that case, for each loop is not quite simple. So what you can do, you just go ahead with the for loop. So for I is equals to 0, it is starting from the 0 and it is goes up to the 52. You know that 52 matches are there. Otherwise, you can also go ahead with like finding the length of this match array and then after providing here, that is again another option. Okay, I plus plus. Okay. Now what data I have to display? First date will be there, then after team 1 versus team 2, and at last the winner team. Those kind of data I have to display in my application. So how I can go ahead? So first I go ahead with the echo part. Okay, and I'm just saying that date. Okay, and all the data is stored here in the data part. Fine. I decode it into the data part. So now just tell me, if I want to print this date, then what should I have to write? If I want to only print this date, then what should I have to write? Very good. First matches, then after iteration, that is 0, 1, 2, 3 for all the matches, that is $I. Next is my date. So this way I have to go at first data, that is store here. Inside that I have to go ahead with the matches. As you can see here, matches is there. Here 0, 1, 2, 3, that means your iteration. So that is $I. Then after date. Okay, we just check it out. It is working properly or not. So as you can go here, yes, date data is displayed. Okay, date is displayed, but in sequential manner it is displaying. So we just put here BR. Okay, now next I have to print like this way, team 1. Then after some value I have to put. Then again versus, that is again BR I have to put. Okay, then again BR. Team 2 will be there. Okay. So now just tell me what I have to write here in team 1. First I have to go ahead with the matches part, then $I, and then after team 1. Same as it is for date, right? So $data. Then after I go ahead with the matches. Then after I go ahead with the $I. Again I will go ahead with the team dash 1. Okay, same thing you have to go ahead with the team 2. That is here. And then after I put here BR again. Okay. And last part that is remaining, that is the winner team. So echo winner team. So $data matches $I. Then just see the index of it. That is the winner team. And after that, put more BR so that it will differentiate with different matches. And that's it. Now just check it out. Okay, date will be, we have to check it out. Date is okay. Okay, date displaying perfectly. There means here some error is there. Matches $I team 1. Okay, team 2 here. Okay, so team details is fetch here, like team 1 is the Mumbai Indians versus team 2 is the Rajasthan Royal, and date is 6th October. And now we go ahead with the winner part. So for this entire detail, that is the first match detail, and winner team is Mumbai Indians. For another also you can go ahead. Okay, somewhere winner team. Okay, What happened, like if the upcoming matches are there, the winner team is not there. So in that case, either you can omit this entire part. I'm just want to display this thing, that's why. Either you can just omit this part, because for upcoming match it will be not there. Okay, winner team is not declared yet. So what you can do, you just go ahead with the team 1, team 2 and date of it. So this way you can fetch different details. You can also give here some, like you can give here bold effect, italic effect. Okay, this way you can just decorate entire output. And that is all about your fetching the current data related to your match. This way you can also fetch the live score. So as you can see here. Fine, is it clear, everybody? Till now, any doubt is there? Just putting a B tag for the bold effect. Okay, this way you can get all the details. Fine. You just write it down this thing. Otherwise it is same. You can use this link. Let me know if any doubt is there. In this lab session, we discussed two different API. One is a weather API, another is a cricket API. So when you come in next lab session, you have to fetch some different data. You can use different API for weather. I'm using this website. You can use any other website. So when you come in next lab session, make sure you at least cricket related information as well as some sports related information. I'm not saying specific cricket. You can, if any other matches are there, then also you can fetch those data also. So you try out one week this thing. Either you fetch the sports related data or you can fetch the weather related data. Okay. Done with this entire application. If you get any error, then let me know. Okay. Any errors from your side? Okay, good. Fine. If you have any doubts regarding any of this two, you can ask me right now. And make sure you upload your practical 2 before your deadline, like 2 days you have. So in 2 days, complete your practical 2. Okay, fine. And make sure whatever the installation issue you are facing in Laravel, you just solve it out. When we meet in the lab session, we go ahead with the directly the application. Okay. So whatever the installation related issue you are facing, you just do it, because in lectures, practical installation part is also going on. So just solve those all the errors regarding installation of your Laravel. Okay, I'm taking the attendance. Avi, Darshita,
Yes, ma'am.
Jamin, Jinesh,
Yes, ma'am.
Nemish.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So we can, yes, Avi. Yes, Shubham is also present, right? So we conclude the session here. Thank you all. Have a nice day.